It's time for a reality check. Everybody says Bali is cheap, but how much does it actually cost when you're living here properly, not in a hostel, but with a real apartment, going out, even dating a girl? In this video, I will be revealing exactly how much I spent last month living in Bali, and honestly, I think the number will really shock you. It really did shock me. So yeah, I calculated every single expense I had last month in 8 different categories. So let's start with eating out. So yeah, this number is quite high for food and drinks when I was eating out. Pretty much like every single meal, either going out to eat in a restaurant or ordering. And by the way, this cost of food and all expenses for this month is basically for 2 people because I was dating a girl this whole time. We were eating out together most of the time, sometimes ordering. And I realized that when we were actually eating out more than usually I'm just ordering, I was spending way more money because we're ordering always drinks also, like coconuts. And this is not, by the way, necessary. You can have your own bottle of water, and most restaurants offer like free water on the house. So this number doesn't need to be this large, but yeah, I was spending $1,194 last month on food and drinks when eating out and ordering. And yeah, this number includes a lot of coconuts when eating out, a lot of matchas, some coffees also. Like I also realized that this kind of like build your own bowl places that are very popular nowadays in Bali, they can be a little bit more expensive. So yeah, I would say when it comes to food and eating out, Bali is definitely getting more expensive if you don't be conscious of where you eat and how much you spend. It can be a little bit more pricey, as you can see in my case here, but you can still find those very affordable places. There's a lot of them, so it's not that you need to spend this much money on food. And I of course had some groceries even if I don't cook my own food, but yeah, mainly like fruits like apples, sparkling water, nuts, and some healthy snacks that I buy usually. I spend $130 for this kind of groceries, so not super much, but a little bit addition to all the eating out. And the next category is scooters, so I paid only $105 for my brand new NMAX, which is really nice scooter to have here. So in Bali it's quite affordable to rent a scooter, and gas is also quite affordable, $20 for the full month of gas. And by the way, this gas price is gonna be included in the other section, which is basically a lot of the other things that I paid with cash. So I will be talking about all those costs later on. But yeah, the next cost is accommodation. So yeah, I was staying in this like proper apartment first time since I moved to Bali. I got a nice place that is basically like a studio or 1 bedroom, and yeah, amazing location, amazing view. I just made a video about this place, so you can check it out if you're more interested in what kind of place this is. But yeah, the rent is with the current exchange rate $1,224 for a month. But yeah, also there's additional $60 per month around that for electricity. So it's not really the best value for money, but if you want a proper place that is new, good location and nice spot, it's pretty much like this is kind of like a good deal nowadays. Like it's a little bit more pricey. For nice places, it's usually around like 1.2 to 1.8K per month USD. So yeah, it is what it is. You can still find guest houses that are very affordable, anywhere from like $300 to $600 per month. But yeah, I would say like if you can afford, in my case, like it has been definitely worth the upgrade. It has been amazing to stay here, even if it has some problems. It's Bali. And by the way, paying for the accommodation privately instead of Airbnb is way cheaper in Bali. And the easiest way to handle those payments is with Remitly, the sponsor of this video. Remitly is an app and website that lets you send money internationally fast, easy and secure. I personally use it to send money from my US bank account straight to my Indonesian bank, or when I'm paying for things like accommodation in Bali. It's honestly been super easy, affordable and fast. So if you're not using Remitly, you're definitely missing out. And if you're sending from the US to UK, Canada or Australia, there are no transfer fees, no matter how much you send. Plus, they give you great exchange rates, so you're not losing money on hidden costs. Millions of people worldwide already trust Remitly, and I can see why. It connects directly with the banks you know and trust, and the sign up only takes a couple of minutes. I would highly recommend trying it. You can scan this QR code or click the first link in the description, and make sure to use my code YOSE to get $30 discount on your first transfer of $100 or more. But yeah, the next category is the gym, or more like high-end wellness club in my case, because I'm going to Omni, which is currently my favorite option for gym and recovery and classes. And yeah, it costs $236 per month because I got the 3 months membership now. And yeah, it's really expensive, I know, but it kind of feels like it's worth it because it's such a nice place. The gym is never too busy, it's brand new, it's beautiful, and the sauna and ice bath is very amazing. There's a nice pool area, there's restaurants, there's all things like this, and all the classes are included. So it's just like such a nice experience. So of course you don't need to spend that much money on gym and recovery, but yeah, it's just the best option in my opinion at the moment. And yeah, I go almost every day, and the membership also includes a lot of things. Like you can one time take your friend for free, you have free massage and free body scan every month, and even one free blood test. So yeah, even with the high price, I still feel like it's worth it. But yeah, you can get pretty nice gyms and recovery places for as low as $60 per month in Canggu, so yeah, it doesn't need to cost this much, but I really enjoy it. And the next cost is activities, which includes once per week paddle and occasional around once per week massage, in this case often with a girl, so it's double the cost. In these kind of fancy places it's more expensive, and also some yoga lessons. And the total cost for that was $170, so definitely like this is way worth it. I go to the nicest places quite often, like it's an amazing lifestyle. This is what I love about Bali also. So yeah, I'm not really mad about this. And what about going out? So yeah, I don't usually really go out, but I had some friends that were in Bali and leaving soon around this month. So we did go out a couple of times, and I would say in Bali usually like it can be very, very affordable to go out. Like the drinks are pretty cheap in the clubs, and often there's no entrance fees. But we went to some places that were a little bit more expensive with entrance fees. So yeah, the total was $162 for 2 times I went out with friends. So yeah, a little bit more money. Like it can be quite expensive if you go to the fancy clubs all the time and ordering a lot of drinks, of course. And next is trips. So yeah, I did go to Ahmed during this month for 5 days. So 1 trip during this month. And the Airbnb cost was $224. Plus one time we went to the safari with my girl, so it was $55 for that. So again, not too bad. Like both of these things were like amazing experience. So yeah, I'm really happy I did those, and it's not too expensive. And now we come to the other costs that people usually don't really think about when they're calculating their budget, that it can be quite much, in my case at least. And by the way, if you're getting value out of this video, please like the video and subscribe. But yeah, the other was $889, so quite much. So yeah, I do laundry around once per week, and it costs around like $5 to up to $10. And visa cost when divided per month, it would be $92. I have a Kitas now for tax reasons, so it's a little bit higher cost. But you can also get way cheaper visas even for long term if you don't need the tax residency here. And of course, quite a large amount of this cost is pharmacy expenses, like just buying soaps and whatever products I need. And also there's of course shopping, like I bought quite many shirts and shorts and also some things with my girl. So yeah, it was a little bit higher than usual this month. And SIM card, like eSIM cost, like it's not too much, maybe $10 to $20 per month maximum, so it's not too bad. Some addition from that, of course. And for health insurance, I have Safety Wing Complete plan now. It's the most comprehensive health insurance for nomads and expats, and it's $150 per month. But this definitely saved me a lot of money when it comes to doctor visits, blood tests, and even vaccines. So yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it, especially as a long-term nomad, just in case something happens. If you have some health issues long-term, it will cover everything. I would highly recommend checking it out from this QR code. I will leave link in the description. They also have the essential plan, which is more than enough for like traveling and staying abroad when you're in the beginning of your journey. But yeah, the rest of the other cost is just cash, which is kind of random payments when you need to pay for food, maybe sometimes for the parking when you go to the beach, and little things like this. So the total cost, which I was so shocked to see, like when I calculated everything, I was like, what? I spent that much money in Bali? Like that's crazy. I mean, it's for 2 people, but still, it was $4,487. So yeah, I'm definitely a little bit more conscious now what I'm spending, especially for food and different things. So I don't want to be spending this much money in Bali consistently. Kind of crazy. Like I was expecting it to be somewhere between 2 and 3 thousand. But yeah, it's my dream lifestyle. I'm not really on a budget anymore. Like I'm really just doing whatever I want to do, not thinking about money. So yeah, I was also in the past living definitely with like $1,500 per month, and still a nice lifestyle. So I would say Bali is just a place that you can make it as cheap or as expensive as you want. And especially nowadays, if you don't focus on things at all, you just do whatever, it can be quite expensive accidentally. And yeah, if you come into Bali, check out my school community, the Nomad tribe. It's an amazing place if you're coming here for the first time, or even if you experienced with Bali. I have hundreds of videos explaining every little detail you need to know to avoid any mistakes, know exactly where to stay and what to do, and have the best time in Bali. And there's also community of like-minded people. You can meet us in the meetups and calls, and there's WhatsApp group chat, which is very active. People always connecting and asking questions and answering them, and I'm always there to give you personalized support and advice. So you're not alone anymore with your problems. There's always support available. So I will leave a link in the description for the community. Also, I would highly recommend joining. It has already been a huge help for over 100 people. And I also want to say that this cost is quite high, but in most places in the world, even in the more traditionally cheap destinations, this kind of lifestyle would cost even up to $8,000 per month. So Bali is still quite affordable for the value that you get here, but it's definitely not the most cheap destination anymore. There's places like Chiang Mai and Da Nang that are way cheaper nowadays, but of course there's many benefits of living in Bali that you don't get in those destinations. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe, and see you next week.